Absolutely.
This is the one. Listen up. Jane, Mary, Sarah, Susan. I've left Sally. Girl,
Okay,
you've been
not
through a
Sally
lot.
this
You are
year.
through a lot
We have
intentionally
left you,
too.
Siri.
She gives you the silent treatment. When she's mad, does she ignore you, screen your calls, or fail to respond to texts?
And I don't want you looking at me as you're reading.
The silent treatment isn't just immature, it's a red flag. Anyone who acts like this isn't ready to be in a healthy relationship. That's the second time you've been told that.
Hi guys, Muruki Munyi here.
It's Lady KM.
And we're back again with another episode of
The Messy In Between. It's definitely TMI. Happy New Year, guys!
Now for real.
Okay. Because we're saying Happy New Year's 12th of December.
12th.
How was Christmas?
Oh, it was
spending
time with the family was great. How was England? We missed you.
Guys, I know we wanted to be consistent and we did it. We did it for y'all, but let me tell you,
it was hard.
We are so excited to be back to filming in real time.
This
is us, guys. It is in January.
Yeah, now we're in January. So by the time you're watching this, it's last week that we were shooting right? Yes, it's literally a week later.
That feels
it was so hard. Even when the episodes were coming out, I was just like, we filmed, I wore that dress.
Is that what we said?
I
was thinking that.
Yeah, but sometimes now I was watching, I was like, hey, I don't even remember having that conversation, but wow. Those are wise girls. They are wise girls. But damn, it was hard.
It really was hard. But I'm so glad that we did it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we did it. And we see that you guys were cheering us on and being like, wow, you guys, thank you for the consistency, for having an episode every single Wednesday. Of course, because of holiday, there were some mishaps. But every Wednesday, there was an episode up. So thank you so much for recognizing that, guys.
Yeah.
We absolutely appreciate it.
I my dream is anytime someone thinks of my own brand as Murugi Munyi and TMI, you think consistency.
Yeah, they're there.
Because we want, for us, it's like we are building a relationship with you guys. The fact that you guys come back every Wednesday, it's like a date we have every Wednesday. Now imagine us, we are not showing up to the date and you guys are just there.
We don't know.
We hope that soon there'll be an episode.
Yeah, we hope so.
It really means a lot to us that we are able to bring you really great content.
Yes.
And you know what helps us bring you really great content is you guys subscribing, because that helps us get the bag so that we can keep producing the really good content.
All these things, they cost.
Actually, imagine there's money that goes behind it. So we would really love it if you'd subscribe to our channel, or if you're listening on a podcast platform, do click that plus button that's at the top there. Follow us on social, TMI Podcast KE, literally everywhere. Yeah. If there's nowhere where are we not?
I don't think so. Maybe someone can tell us where we are not. You can tell us.
Discord, you know, the Snapchat. Do we have a Snapchat?
We don't have a Snapchat.
We should have a Snap, surely.
Social media.
What's going on?
What's
Give
going
us a
on?
snap. Okay.
Come on. What's going on?
Excuse me. And Lydia KM.
Lydia KM Murugi Munyi. Still queen of Instagram. We're still borrowing. We're still renting Instagram. I wanted to say that if it's lost, guys, we love TMI.
Oh, so much.
There is nothing here but love for this product, love for you guys, love for what we are doing, for the journey. We both equally, we'll say equally, are obsessed with this. So when you guys show us support, trust me, you are showing support to something that we are really, really invested in. And we are praying for growth for TMI. We're praying for growth for all the Kingbetweeners.
Absolutely.
We're going to have, we're definitely going to be having events. This is me now just throwing things now.
Everything. So when it gets to September and we've not had a single event, we can now truly see. What were you saying?
No, we are promising.
No, this year
definitely
we are committed.
Going to have 2 events.
Definitely.
We're committed.
If it's more, even better. Okay, but 2 for sure.
2 for sure.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
stay tuned for that. For those who missed out last year, we're definitely going to be having more.
Exactly. I was so excited when I woke up today, by the way. I was just like, TMI shoot day. Like, towards the end of last year, I was just like, TMI
actually the last shoot,
TMI shoot.
Oh my god, because we were shooting so many
episodes. I was just like, how much more can I talk?
And then on top of that, you have other things.
And then there were so many clients. There was so much happening November, December. Now I was just like, wow, it feels like, oh wow, I'm going to work today.
I felt like this is work.
This is our
9 to 5. This is our 9 to 5.
Exactly. So
thank you so much for being here, guys.
We love you guys so much.
Since we're starting February, it's about love, right? The month of love, I guess.
Someone is in the house right now like,
is it? Yeah. Is it? You know? And as Jo always says on her page, if you don't, by the way, her name is Joanne.
Oh yeah.
Joanne.
For those who don't know, my name is Joanne.
So I call her Jo.
Yes.
She's always saying that who you pick as a partner is literally a life or death decision.
Literally.
It can breathe. And I love the way you articulated the other day. Go on, you do it. It can breathe life.
So I said, I said, and it's my mom who always used to tell us that she's like, it's literally a life or death decision. Your partner can breathe life into your dreams, into your potential, into your opportunities. They can literally be the what do you call it? Wind beneath your wings. But they can also bring death to your optimism in life. They can bring death to your confidence. You know, it's
especially
easy,
that one.
That one,
say
death
again.
to your confidence. Yeah, literally having someone in your house who you live with daily, but they are not gassing you up. They don't think you are the best human being to walk on this earth. They can literally bring death to you. And then obviously you lose those things. And at the end of your life, you're just like, wait, so what did I do? What have I done?
For?
What was it for?
Yeah.
Crazy.
You spent all that time like investing in this person.
Yeah.
Anyway, because of that, how you select a partner is top 10. And because we're always talking about red flags here about men, we just thought, ladies, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Sit down. Jane, come back. It's you we're talking about. So today we're talking about red flags that men should look out for in women who they're looking to date. We've looked at the list. I've been tagged.
You've been tagged. Even me, some of the things I'm like, hey, how did a man find me? How did a man? It's actually someone should have sent this list before you found me, because some of these things, and as we are speaking, if you are Kingbetweener, take note of these things.
Take note.
If you are a woman and perhaps you're looking to find a man,
have a meeting
with yourself, because perhaps these things are the reason why no man is staying around.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. Or even if you're in a relationship, I guess look at these things and be like, maybe this is the reason why you keep fighting, why you guys are always at odds, why things just don't seem to work out. Perhaps you might be doing one of these things.
Yeah, just feel tagged. It's okay. We are all tagged.
So maybe we can call it our red flags. Actually, before we even get to the list, give me a red flag you think you have.
A red flag is, I was gonna say one which I feel like I've changed now. I used to be like super emotionally reactive, but I've gotten some skills on how to self-soothe my emotions. One, I feel like I can be critical. For sure.
Me and you both.
Because if it's like if it's being done like this, why can't you being done?
Why can't you just
in other ways? I'm impatient. For sure. It's
the
just
same person. Oh, are you saying red flags in me? Because what you're saying is exactly me.
I'm impatient. It's just like, you know, even sometimes when someone talks slow, I'm just like, can you get it out? Actually, the other day, someone was telling me, can I tell you something? Like, can I tell you something? Even the fact that they're asking me,
you just say. By now, you'd have said there's something. Now here we are.
But it's something which I'm publicly talking that I'm working on. That patience thing. Oh my God, my patience is not there.
I don't know if patience is something we can ever change. Maybe what we can change is reacting to it.
All of these things about reacting, because if I'm critical and I'm critical inside, that's fine. But it's the fact that I've reacted now, I've said something to you. Yeah, I'm critical. I'm impatient. I don't take critique from my partner very well.
Really?
Yeah.
You take critique like from other people very well. Like,
exactly. But you know, in our relationship, who the hell are we? It's like you are this person, but then when you're in a relationship, it's just like you're just this
I'm
kind
the
of
queen
weird
of this kingdom. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like it's gotta come a particular way. You've got to know how to talk to me, basically. And if you don't know how to talk to me, then of course you're going to run into ways you're talking to me that like make me react.
You off the wrong way, or sometimes they've even said it in the nicest way, but you're like, wait, not you, who literally you have 3 hanging toenails. You're telling me about my,
it's like,
and it's like, why are we fighting?
Yeah. Another thing is, I guess I feel like this is a red flag, but it's a weakness. But it's what can we do? I attach anxiously, so that comes with its own stuff. So that means
but you're working on that.
Oh, for sure. And I feel like I'm getting more solid, especially the more I understand my emotions. But that's one. So the way I'm relating in my romantic relationships is it comes with stuff you need to know.
He doesn't pick up one time and
it's a
like,
baggage.
Okay, if you wanted to break up,
baggage.
Just say.
Yeah. But funny enough, in this dating experience, I don't feel like that at all. It's like you call back.
Yeah, but that's because you guys are not like in a relationship. Like,
but that's when even people are always like, oh my God, so you on Tinder or whatever. Someone does, those, or maybe because I'm busy. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so many things are going on. You're moving. I don't know what.
Yeah,
but also maybe it's just progress.
Yeah, I don't listen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, guys, red flags everywhere.
This is a red flag walking. She's always posting things and what she's busy.
Yeah, red flags. Guys, for those who are in church praying, guys,
please
think of your daughter.
Uphold your daughter, Lydia.
You guys, your dad, if you're married, what are you praying for?
I know.
She's here.
Yeah. I've already niko na mtu. I have a person, in case you don't speak Swahili, I have a person. But I still have some red flags, which I'm just like, wow, thank God my ass is big. Because why not?
Yeah.
Perhaps I might not be married to this man.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe if I get a BBL.
Perhaps.
Think about it.
I honestly think about it. I think I also struggle with the being too critical, which for me, I'm just like, funny thing is that we the ones who like to criticize, we can't really take criticism that well.
Yeah.
It's
and
just
we
like,
criticize ourselves too.
Exactly. Like I feel like lately I've been really trying to acknowledge the criticism. Although sometimes I tell him like, say it in a positive, in like a, don't just say randomly you're just getting changed and you're just like, oh, by the way, nini. I'm just like, no.
Yeah,
I have to be like,
there's a way.
There's a way. You need to couch it
for sure.
Meanwhile, you're giving criticism. Why can't you just chew better?
Yeah. Why are you so loud? Like, can
What's
you
wrong with
chew
you?
like a cow?
Yeah, so that's definitely something I struggle with. Patience is also another one of mine. If I have to have one more fight about like, Zach, why are you taking so long? And he's like, why are you doing everything so quickly? Yeah. I'm just like even when we're leaving for church, he's like, but we're not late. We have so much time. I'm like, yeah, but we could be earlier if you did faster.
But you are very like that in general.
But it's because I'm just like, leave no room for error. It's like,
why?
We're supposed to be there at 10:30. Why are we aiming for 10:20?
Not even that, just take a breath. No, this is life. Even generally actually, even I notice when I'm around other people, there's a lot more chill time. Like for example, we're just talking or whatever, and then you see there's more pause. But when with you,
what are you pausing for?
Yeah, there's no pause.
No.
That's too intense though. I'm out though. With that, I'm out. Yeah.
So I'm too red a flag for you.
Too red. Blood red
fucking red. Lovely. But yeah, me, I think it's also that I wouldn't say that I get jealous, but I would say that maybe I get jealous.
I love the way she's saying all of hers, like I struggle. I sometimes I may.
Yeah, because it's true. I'm trying to be gentle with myself and extend myself grace. Thank you. Yeah, I think I could struggle with like jealousness sometimes. It's just like, I mean, I'm just like, he's my husband, and like, why are you sitting next to him in the meeting? Really? Yeah. It's just kind of like,
so
I'm just like, but like those ones are more the things which I swallow. Like I wouldn't say it out loud because I'm not about to start a fight over someone you are sitting next to in a meeting. But I'm just
that's
like,
good.
Kind
all
of
feelings
thing.
are valid. All feelings are valid is the way you're reacting
just
to them.
The way you're reacting.
I don't have an ounce of that. In fact, I think I might be stupidly the other way around.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I just... It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But because I don't like anyone policing that, because me, I'm just like, I'm really friendly person. I'm just, so I can't have you manage that. And I guess because I don't want it managed for me, like now you have an issue because Sijui, I took a selfie with, those kind of stupid, damn fights to me. I won't bring them to you too.
Me won't bring the fight. I'll think
why.
it, but I won't bring it to the fight.
Yeah, I think so. I don't even remember the last time I felt jealous.
Oh, I love that for you.
Yeah.
I love that.
But I think it's because of the way I protect my own freedom. It's not necessarily because I just feel like it's whatever they're saying it is until it's not. Because I need that to be that for me.
Yeah. Because now you're staying up at night, he's snoring, and you're there wondering,
I had someone who was who kind of was tempted to control me, and I hated it so much. So I would never you just do it, and me, I'll just be here.
Exactly. I think I also struggle with like
I don't think that's a red flag if you don't react.
I don't think so. I also struggle with like being able to accept my partner's, like, if he has a completely different view from mine, if I think his view is stupid, and it's like or like just doesn't make sense to me. It's just like, but what do you mean?
E.g.?
Oh God.
Because I mean there's some which might be he's wrong.
Yeah.
The sky isn't green.
Yeah.
We're not having
so for
this
example,
discussion.
a conversation we're always having is about how we grew up in very different circumstances. Mine was like more what do you say?
Wealthy.
That? Yes. And his was more a traditional kind of setting. So sometimes he'll say things like it's the fact that he had to struggle in life that has made him who he is today, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm always saying okay, I can see how people feel that way, but the reality is that there are lots of shitty people who did struggle and it didn't make them great, it made them horrible people. And there are lots of people who grew up in privileged backgrounds who still, despite the fact that they have never experienced like real struggle. Why are you smiling like that?
No, because I have something to support you.
Exactly, yeah. So even if I've not experienced real struggle, it doesn't mean that I'm less of character or whatever to make yours now you're a superior character person because you struggled. You know what I'm saying?
But is he saying that it makes him a superior person, or is he saying that he believes that his struggles have made him a better person?
I don't care what he's saying. Me, I'm telling you what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing.
You are projecting.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, I want, like, because
I didn't even think this is how it was going. I don't know how it became about you.
I don't know how it got here. Everything is about me. Or maybe that's another red flag.
That's a red flag. There you are.
Most things are about me.
Right. So here's the thing. Yeah. Aside the fact that you're making this about you, I have had this conversation with someone who also went through a lot more hardships than I did. Yeah. So then, they and what I saw is that they kept holding on to that identity of struggle.
Yeah.
And what I realized is that sometimes when you go through something, you're trying to make it have purpose so that it doesn't feel like you went through it for nothing.
Yeah.
And I think people are allowed to do that. However, I feel like your point of view is true in that you can be actually there's plenty of people who didn't go through a lot and they're fantastic characters. Yeah. There are other people who went through struggles, are a complete mess. Yeah. So it's not necessarily the struggle that did, it's more of what you did with your struggle. Okay. You allowed your struggle to build
Now,
you.
let me tell you how it projects now in a fight. It's like, he'll be like, you can already see, he'll be like the day he was saying, we need to take Ethan to spend some days in Sharks just to learn how to like herd cows, make him strong. I was like, my Ethan, you have to go and be with the cows, and I'm like, I see where you're coming from, and I love that it had the significance it had for you, but like, why? So it's like, I get that because you became strong and you learned responsibility through that, taking care of the 100 cows, but now I just feel like we need to, because it's a different time, it's a different age and time. What is the value of that in today's society?
Yeah. I do personally think though, but that there is a particular things that people go through that make them stronger. In fact, one of the things on my list of what I'm praying for, maybe we should do an episode of like the like how to visualize your man. I don't know, something like that. But anyway, I'll write down like the things which I want from
your
a man.
Type. Actually,
one of them is
type?
strong. One of them is strong. And I think she's fine for me to say this, but my sister's boyfriend is like a strong person. His character is strong. And it's because of some of the things that he's experienced. Actually, there's a time like maybe around November or something like that, we went to Karura or whatever, and just sitting, actually every time I hung about with him, I'm just like, wow,
so
the way he thinks, like his character is strong, and I see it's because of some of the things that he's gone through. So now I do see how, with the right person and the way you decide, what you decide to do with your struggle can really put you in a different place more than somebody who hasn't struggled. Yep. I said not because of better character, but there's something.
So you feel like there's something you're going to lack in terms of strength of character because you didn't struggle?
I don't think that I'm going to lack, because guess what? Whatever I've been through already, what I've done with it has already built my character.
And also, there are different kinds of struggle, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, dealing with divorced parents, that's a struggle.
And what Zach has been through, if we ask maybe a child who went through sijui molestation, you look like you have been through like butterflies. Yeah. So we can't keep doing these struggle Olympics. Yeah. I don't think it needs to be struggle Olympics.
Not struggle Olympics.
I think more it's just like I can see how going through certain things does make you like someone who has like more depth in character.
I just don't associate with struggle at all. In previous lives, in current, the way I am, or the future, it's just the word struggle just is not. I
can totally see his point of view, but can also see why you're just like, but there's other things he's gonna go through anyway. Also, he's going through a different one. He's having to be in like 2 homes,
which is already a struggle.
That's already something that he's experiencing.
Why are we bringing the cows into it? Why the cows?
Must there be a cow?
Why?
So I mean, I get it. So now you are struggling to appreciate his point of view.
Yeah, I'm struggling to appreciate his point of view. And to be honest, sometimes there's to a point where I'm just like, thank you for expressing yours, but we're not going with it.
Oh my God.
That's it. Nothing. There's nothing further to be discussed
Red
here.
blood, red. Blood
That's
red.
fine. There we
Okay.
are. There we are. Yeah. Okay. Fine. And as we are speaking, guys, please let us know in the comments like what red flags either that you have been told by previous partners that you have.
By the way, an exit interview after a breakup, if you guys are in talking terms and whatever, is what are my 5 green flags? And what are my 5 red flags? Yeah.
Hey,
one of the greens I was told is I'm a good friend and I love myself. Yeah. These are the ones I remember.
Yeah.
The reds were I can project. Like I project. Yeah. Okay. So that's one I remember. There are 5
I've never
each.
done an exit interview. Yeah.
But I've never had this last relationship was the only healthy relationship, like the most healthy relationship I've ever had.
During and after.
Yeah, so that's why it was possible.
Okay, fine. I think some of these go for both men and women, so maybe I'll stay away from the ones which are both men and women, but maybe the ones which are more women.
Okay,
excessive clinginess and dependency in relationships. Some women, let me say what it explains. Some women go into a relationship immediately after the first ends. These women can't be on their own for a while without having a partner. Are you smiling? This gives off clingy and over-dependent vibes in women. And these women feel like they must be in relationships to be complete.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who do back to back. And I just no longer judge it. But that's not how I'm wired at all. I need a breath. Like just take a break, and I like to see who I am, to kind of get my understanding of who I am now after this person, because relationships come, they swallow you whole, then it's like they spit you out. Who are you now?
Out,
Then now I'm immediately getting swallowed by somebody else.
You have the saliva still from this other one, and now you're taking it to this one. Soon you're a whole mess.
I don't like that, but people say, like, some people will say, oh, I met, actually, there's someone who we know who said literally she left this relationship Tuesday, Saturday she went on a date with this, now her husband. They're happily married. Yep.
Wait, who?
Maybe if you are jumping up and down, Mukami, you
who?
would have found.
Huh? Oh,
yeah. That's what she said. I was like, wow, I love that for you. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Happily married.
That's crazy.
Maybe if you jumped, Lydia.
No,
you're here giving us crying September.
When I was thinking, when I was like, oh my gosh, it's February, I was like, I literally can't remember in my adult life ever being single on Valentine's Day. A single time. And I think definitely before I met Zach, I was definitely that person. It was like relationship to relationship to relationship. And even when I wasn't like in a relationship, I was in a thing with someone.
I know, I'm always in a thing.
I was being exclusive. No, I'm not like you. Lydia is good at like being clear that, you know, we might be seeing each other and having fun, but I'm not your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And you're not my boyfriend. Me,
the first ask.
What are we? What are we? That's
no,
me.
I like to take these breaks. These breaks feel like it's just like loving on me, and especially
find
this
your
year.
Center.
This year I feel like more grounded in my career. I have great friends. My family feels solid. I'm going to therapy. So this is the year that feels the best to be obsessed with myself. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And before, when I used to say I actually enjoy being single, people thought I was saying that just because I'm in a relationship. Here I am single. I genuinely do enjoy it.
Cueing people saying Lydia is not relatable. Yeah, well, she's happy. Yours?
Okay, for women. But I mean, so many of them are like, for both of them. She's critical and condescending. You're looking. Who are they talking about?
I wonder what kind of a woman would do this, would be this way.
Who?
I actually wonder.
I don't know.
I really need to.
Critical and condescending. A woman who is critical and condescending is not ready for a healthy relationship. These behaviors are big waving
red flags.
Big waving red flags that are telling you to run and not chase. It doesn't matter why she's critical and speaks to you with condensation.
Oh, wow.
It's not respectful communication, and it's not okay. If she's making you feel bad about yourself and talking to you like you're stupid.
Nancy, you're laughing real loud. Is there something you'd like to
then
say?
She's the problem. This is emotionally abusive.
Let me tell you. I have something to say.
It's also a sign. And it's also a sign that she's not very mature. If she
this
was
one is too brutal. My God.
If she could communicate respectfully with you and she's angry. Address this behavior right now, Zacchaeus. But if it doesn't change, know that it's a red flag you should never ignore.
Okay, I want to say something, and this is not defending the critical woman. Even how she said she's critical, I don't know if she's here laughing.
Because you are just given an example, and you're saying when it's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, okay, me, this is how I feel. You know what allows like being critical and condescending to thrive?
What?
Let me tell you, and it's not my fault. Let me shock you. Is the fact that, and I'm always telling Zach this, is that when Zach does something or says something that makes me even the littlest bit, because I don't identify with struggle.
Yeah.
Even the littlest bit uncomfortable, I'll be like, babe, when you said this, it really made me uncomfortable. And
but that's not, we have a conversation.
Yeah, now that's what I'm saying. But you see, I will always tell him when he says something which is unkind or whatever. Me, I could say the critical, condescending things. I could say so many things. And Zach is not going to say a thing. Like, he'll be quiet. Then now maybe like a few months later, he's just like, but you know you're always being so condescending. I'm like, oh, but when?
But you know when? Because you know who you are.
No, me, I'll be condescending and I'll move on. I won't remember that I was condescending. Yeah. Also, it's like, it's up to interpretation. I don't know why I'm defending the condescending community.
My God.
But it's like sometimes you don't know that you're being condescending. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Oh, so you always know when you're being condescending and critical.
And when you look back, you know, maybe in that moment you're just saying it. But when you look back, you're like, if he said it that way, would you like it? No.
Okay, then how do you overcome that? Because if he hasn't told you, oh, babe, that's really condescending, are you going to go and be like, I'm sorry, I was condescending, but we had moved on from it?
Sometimes I've done that.
To volunteer an apology.
Because guess what? Men don't process emotions like us.
Yeah.
Right? So he's taking a longer time to process what he's feeling. And then by the time he's even vulnerable, that's how something is brewing. You can say something is off, but you don't know what it is. So if I do know I was being mean, I'm happy to go and say it. Sometimes you miss it. Because obviously, like me, I was just saying it. And you know, especially the way I articulate myself, I don't feel like I'm being aggressive or anything, but maybe I might be. The ones I spot, I'll say sorry.
And so that's the thing, the word aggressive, because we naturally, I feel like we're I'm
an aggressive person.
So sometimes, because if your man is like a quiet, calm person, sometimes you don't mean something to come across as critical and condescending as it sounds, but it does to them, you know.
Yeah, so then that's it. That's a work.
Yeah, actually, I was telling Nancy this last week is that sometimes when I talk to her, I think I'm talking to you, and you know, the way you talk to someone like Nancy is not the same way I talk to someone like you.
Yeah. I get it.
Not with the same gentleness.
Yeah.
Damn, you talk to you with gentleness.
You could. Red flag.
I've saved all my gentleness for Nancy and no one else. That's Nancy and my kids. Done.
Wow.
The rest of y'all...
I relate because that's how I talk as well. Actually, I don't think it's rare that you say anything. I'm just like, wow, that was aggressive, because I feel like, oh, I'm in company.
Exactly.
Yeah. I too.
Why are we shouting? Why are we scolding?
So but me, you notice when I do it with other people, and I might notice when you do it, but to each other.
I know. No. So maybe people should stop being pussies
and
just grow.
They need to change.
So are we the mature ones or the immature ones? Because I think we're the mature ones.
I think we're the mature ones. Go girl.
Anyway, don't be like us, guys. If you know that you're critical and
please change it. Because it's not a good thing. You don't want to do anyone to do it to you. Don't do it to someone else. Mm-hmm.
So another one. She has mental health problems and doesn't want to seek help for them.
Oh, I thought that was going to be the end. I was
even
like,
me when I saw the first line, I was like,
you can't.
Oh, wait, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
That I agree. I have people constantly messaging me. Actually, by the way, let me shamelessly plug my therapist contact list on my stories. If you want to go on my highlights on my page, on my Instagram page, Lydia KM, there's a therapist highlight, and it goes through like what you need to look out for, the red flags, the green flags, what you need to do, what's required out of you, and then contact list. They have their rates, they have what they specialize in, they have what else? Whether they take insurance or not, like a few other things, because I know that information is rarely out there in public. So if you want to look for a therapist contact list, absolutely go there. For me, when I get so many DMs about, I have a friend who's really struggling with his mental health, he doesn't want to seek help. My boyfriend you can't do anything. You can't do anything, and I'm not willing. Actually, if we discuss something with someone, something that I can see is mentally challenging you and maybe even affecting your quality of life, and we talked about it like 2-3 times and of advise, like, seek therapy. I know therapy is a privilege for many people. On my list, there's a therapist who charges 1K. Also, the Red Cross offers free therapy.
Oh, it does.
Plugged you, yeah. I think it's counseling or something like that. I don't know what the level of the quality or whatever, but they do offer that. If you're thinking about it, somebody told me about it. So yeah, I feel like there's ways you've got to seek help, because what are we doing? Because now I am being the punching bag.
Yeah. Do you feel like a man is likely to even be able to tell a woman that you should go to therapy? Because not that many men themselves believe in therapy.
It's true. It's a struggle. And that's why it's so much of a struggle with them emotionally.
But if you're a king-betweener, we hope that by watching this channel, you've realized that therapy is important.
100%.
So, yeah.
And if there's a king-betweener out there who's looking at me thinking, oh, she look cute, therapy.
What? Wait.
Yep. Look, go to therapy. Then you can talk to me.
Then you speak to her. Look in her direction.
Yeah. Another one is she wants to change you.
Oh.
I feel like I'm a bit tagged because I feel...
Aren't we all?
I'm definitely tagged. A significant red flag in women is when she wants to change you. You are not a Pinterest project. You are a human being and you deserve to be loved for who you are. If she's constantly trying to give you a makeover to be someone else, she doesn't love you for you. She loves you for who she thinks you could be if you just tried harder. The woman who sees all the potential in you might flatter your ego, but if she wants you to be someone or something you're not, it's a red flag that's never going to work out for you. A great relationship will make you want to be better for each other, but no one should be pressuring you to be someone you're not.
I have a rebuttal.
Constant rebuttals.
Yeah, I just
I
want
feel
to.
like that's the red flag with you.
By the way, I'm always ready to argue. I will always be ready to argue. I feel like it depends on how big the thing she wants to change you about is.
E.g.?
You know. So me, I would say more. It's like, does she want to change you? Does she just want to adjust you slightly? You know what I mean? Don't high five me. Is she changing you or just a slight adjustment? Because
is it a slight shift towards who she thinks you could be?
For example, when I met Zach, I didn't used to like how he dressed, and slowly by slowly,
I feel like
you see, that's what I'm saying. The smaller things, it's fine, but also it's not like I would buy him clothes that he himself didn't like. So it's still like you're able to express yourself. It's just that I'm making it easier for you to dress better.
Nice.
You see?
That's the easy one.
If it's something like I don't like clubbing, and now you're just like, no, we must go clubbing every night, then that one you're trying to make, because that's not, you're making me a better person, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if it's like,
but what if you're making a better person? For example, he's always out drinking and you think you should spend some of that money.
Why are you trying to change him?
There you go.
You see that, and the problem with this point is that it's such a thin line between trying to change him and trying to, because a man or a woman could easily use this and be like, you know, why are you trying to change? You're trying to help them, like you're telling them go to therapy because you're having mental health issues, and they're like, why are you trying to change me?
Yeah, but then
I'm not a therapy kind of person.
But there you go. Then it's up to you to decide: is this the buffoon you want to be with? It's up to you, sweetie. It's up to you.
Yeah, but
is this your gorilla?
Me, I always feel.
Who doesn't want to go to therapy? He wants to club Monday to Sunday, spend all his money. Is this your gorilla?
So who's the red flag really? Is it you as the king-betweener, or is she the red flag for wanting to change you to make you a better man?
Yeah.
Ask yourselves.
Yeah. But I would honestly suggest going in absolutely not trying to do this, because it's a frustrating experience for everyone. Yeah. Because I know what would it be like right now? Like I meet someone, you know, we're all in love and stuff like that. They don't want me to be posting. And then they're constantly nitpicking at, you know, what I'm posting. Like, you know, why are you posting that? Why are you saying that on TMI? That's someone trying to change me. And that is crippling for your self-esteem, because it's someone constantly telling you, you aren't what I want. Yeah. You could, you know, because the minute you're saying adjust, that means who you are isn't good enough for me. Can you be better? And that feels horrible.
And so I think a lot of people do that because you're not willing to make the decision of like, since I've experienced you and you're not what I want, I'll leave. No, it's just like, since this one is here.
Bloody ding. That's it.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And it should just be like, we should be able to just say, especially if it's significant things, you know, it's just like, oh, he hangs out every Sunday, he goes out to watch a game with his friends. Now you've come in his life and you don't want him to go and watch the game on Sundays.
Yeah. now what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like, the question is, I've experienced you, I see who you are. Is this the person who I want to be with? Does this person align with me? And if they don't align with you, then they don't align with you. And it's okay to say that they don't align with you.
Exactly. Yeah. And I feel like usually as a woman, if you're trying to change a man or try to adjust his behavior, there's a way you do it. Not just like, I mean, it can be small things like if you keep mentioning to him, oh man, I really wish that you could come home a bit earlier just so we could spend some time together before we go to bed kind of thing, versus what's wrong with you? Your age mates are billionaires. You're here with a little 100,000 in your wallet, and now
no one is criticized or hated into change. People are loved into change. My mom always says that. She's like, she's never really done anything to like create change with like, or push Tim to change. She's kind of loved him, and like he's just kind of blossomed into like the best of him.
But if he's not changing,
she did tell me though, when they first met, he used to have this haircut that she really didn't like. So she took him, and she took him to this barber shop that was near her house. She was like, hi, please do something to this hair. And he's been going to that barber's, I think, for like the last 7 years, and he loves it, and he looks great now.
My gosh. So she tried to change him.
She did.
She tried to change the red flag.
The haircut.
The red flag.
Changing clothes, changing hair.
Yeah. Those are small things though. I feel like it's something intrinsic to your character, like you posting, that's different. If someone says don't post, that's different.
Or like, why you I actually
you're just you're triggering yourself.
I'm triggering. It hasn't happened, but I'm angry.
I get it. I get it. Okay, here's another one. She's always checking up on you. Does that make sense? She's always checking up on you. So in a relationship, it's sweet to check up on your partner. However, it becomes suffocating when your partner checks on you every minute of every day and demands an instant reply. You both have different lives, which may reduce your daily productivity because she always wants you to be at her beck and call.
Yeah. That's just so annoying. Even if it's a man who's doing that, that's just annoying. Guys, I'm so protective of my freedom. I just can't like you I didn't even know you 2 years ago. And now you're here.
And I was living and breathing and surviving.
My whole life needs to be about Siju. No, I don't like that. Thanks. I love feeling free. In fact, I'm more obsessed with you. I would check in. You don't have to call me, boo. I got you because you're giving me that space. I love it.
That also.
But don't give me too much space.
Not too much. Like, I feel like there are some basic expectations in a relationship. For example, I won't be checking on you 24/7, but if it's been like, I don't know, 10 hours since we last saw each other, we need to talk. Yeah, talk. It doesn't have to be a phone call. Just be like, oh, by the way, I'm at work and I'm doing this, whatever.
Actually, I feel like constant communication is just normal. Yeah. And I feel like there's a resistance there. I feel like that might be also a red flag.
That in itself could be a red flag.
But I know sometimes some people do want more than what the partner is usually used to or something like that. I know, like, for example, there's a relationship I was in. Now that's how I'm going to be talking about all of them. There's a relationship I was in once upon a time.
All Lydia's exes watching this like, that one is
that
me.
That one is
me.
That's the one.
It's I. No, that's you. That's you, man. Yeah.
That's you, man. So you're so silly.
You have such to have a watching party.
I think he had gone to work or something. I knew he was engaged, so I didn't call him. So you told me you were engaged, so now I expect like when you're free, because you're the one who knows the schedule, you contact me. But then now I learned actually someone just wants to come and see a text from their babe, like, oh babe, hope it's going well, or how is it going, or something like that, instead of just being left without any communication. And I'm open to that.
Okay, but you see, now the essential thing there is communicating what your expectations are. Like for me, I'm like, if I know if you're going into a meeting you're gonna be late, I expect you to send a message saying, oh, by the way, today I have a meeting at 6 p.m. So I'm gonna be home at 9 or whatever. So at least it's like you've communicated, even though you're not calling or saying now I'm running home.
If it's a bit too much, like it is a bit, and I think it's giving control.
It's giving controlling.
Yes, and that's not
definitely
cute. This is the one. Listen up, Jane, Mary, Sarah,
Susan.
I've left Sally. Girl, you've been through a lot. You are through a lot in 2022. She gives you the silence treatment. Up. When she's mad, does she ignore you, screen your calls, or fail to respond to texts?
And I don't want you looking at me as you're reading.
The silent treatment isn't just immature, it's a red flag. Anyone who acts like this isn't ready to be in a healthy relationship. That's the second time you've been told that. While it doesn't mean you have to dump her and move on. Oh, this one's softer.
Nice.
It does mean it does need to be addressed. This behavior isn't a trait of a healthy relationship. Communication is key, and you can't communicate with someone who will tune you out every time there's a problem. Beware of this red flag. The holistic psychologist, please follow her, she's incredible. She says that silent treatment teaches someone that they don't exist when you are upset with them, and that is an incredibly invalidating feeling. Like, so I'm only in existence, I'm literally only alive to you when I'm being good or when you're happy with me, and then when you're not, I don't exist. I think silent treatment is silent treatment is a form of abuse, and I never would tolerate it from anyone. I think I'm like, hi, and you're not responding.
Even me, I don't do silent
treatment. Drinking drugs.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you need to change.
You need to change, actually. No, I don't think that has ever happened to us. Mostly it's like when you see someone is not really talking to you, then the other person is also just not talking. But it's never like, I'm trying to talk to you like, hi, Lydia, can we talk? And then the other person just walking past you like, no, they can't even hear.
No, that's silent treatment. Silent treatment is when you're attempting to communicate to someone, but they refuse to communicate about that. Like the whole screening calls, like not responding to texts or... Oh my God, I don't even know what I would do. I don't know what I would do, because I think like that's the worst thing.
First of all, it's very immature.
Yeah.
Because you're acting as you're walking past me and I'm like, hi, and you're acting like I'm not here.
You're not there. And guess what? Someone was telling me, their husband hasn't talked to them in 6 months. He comes in.
What does she do?
He eats.
What does she do?
What are you going to do? He's not talking to you. You don't exist.
What precipitated him not talking to her?
I think they had a fight or something. But this is not the first time he has not talked to her. Like this is something that happened. This is the longest stretch.
That's a deal breaker in a relationship. That's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Because now you can't even start to solve anything. You send a message, it's not being replied to.
Yeah. This not to be mistaken with. Someone has attempted to communicate and you've told them, right now I need to process my emotions, or I need some space, or whatever. You communicating that you need to have silence isn't silent treatment. Silent treatment is the one where you just switch off, and now you're not talking to someone, you're not addressing them, they basically don't exist to you. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Not even that. Can you imagine how cold that feels?
And how painful, especially if you're married and you're sleeping in the same bed.
God.
How?
Can you imagine?
Yeah. Do you think more women or more men do that?
More women do that.
You think
way
so?
more women? Yeah,
Maybe,
because women are given
more men.
No, women are given that pass of like, even us, like for example, when you go to say hi to your man and then he's just like, that's rare.
Yeah,
he's like, wait,
wait, what?
All right, that's rare. Yeah, but how many times is like Zach is like.
It's true. Okay, fine. Like, babe, are you mad? No.
No, but men hardly ever do that. We're given far more leeway to act up. I
know, but I feel like men are less likely. I mean, a woman, you can't swallow your emotions for long. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just us because we are Pisces, because I feel like I can't swallow my emotions for long. Like, it'll be 2 minutes, or like even if it's a day, by tomorrow evening we have gone to bed, we're not talking to them. Like, honestly, you're just so annoying. I'm crying and I'm here like bearing my heart out or whatever. I feel like I just couldn't be silent for long enough. But I feel like men can literally, because they have the ability to compartmentalize. So for them, it's just like work will be going great. They'll be playing with the kids. They'll be doing doing the home project. Then it's just like this one, it's just a bucket that's just over there.
I think women do it more often, but men can do it longer.
Oh yeah,
that's probably the thing. How many times do we see, like, let's say someone's having like an argument or whatever with their boyfriend, and he's calling,
oh yeah,
that's accepted. But that's silent treatment when someone's trying to communicate with you and you are shutting them off.
Yeah,
and you haven't communicated that you want space. If you have, fine.
Wait,
but
is that also expected in friendships?
What?
Silent treatment is also abusive.
Silent treatment is abusive in any relationship.
Yeah,
especially if you haven't communicated that you. Because if you tell me tomorrow, I don't want to speak to you. Obviously, I'm gonna ignore you, but I mean, let's pretend.
Yeah.
Let's pretend we are someone
like,
else.
Oh, crazy! You better get over it. Yeah.
If we're other people, I may respect that and respect that boundary and see it. But it's horrible to do that to someone.
Yeah, it's really mean.
Yeah. Stop. That's actually a major red flag.
And then I'm even thinking, if like you're in the kind of relationship where like you're with a very quiet person, Like imagine Nancy dating a man who's like Nancy. They can be quiet for a year.
But I feel like you talk. Nancy talks a lot. I just feel like you are just quiet. Also, you are also quiet. Like when it's time to talk, you talk. I don't think I've ever had a conversation and I'm just like,
but she talks in like few words. Like she'll answer your question. It's not like you'll start with the background and the cousin of who did what and whatever. And this is what we were trying to achieve. Yeah, well, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Right.
The other people just talk and it's like, this is what you've asked and this is the answer. Exactly. Yeah. Very efficient. Okay. They will say more than
you're
an
efficient speaker.
I love that for you, Nance. Love that for you. Okay, another red flag.
Oh, I've seen another one which is tagging all of you guys.
She tells you people's secrets.
That's not a red flag.
Oh, really?
No way.
Okay, it's a whole different situation when your girlfriend gossips with you about the arrogant new guy at work who's always getting in other people's way. Yeah. However, when it comes to other people's secrets, it's a no-go. Secrets are not meant to be shared. So if your girlfriend shares her friend's secrets with you, don't be surprised when you hear the secrets you shared with her being in the new gossip in town.
I disagree.
Yeah, if you can't tell your man.
But do you tell me some of his secrets as well? Because the point is, if you can share someone's secret, then you can share anyone's secret.
No, it's not the same. Okay, if I came and told you a very, very like secret about me, or like me and my marriage or whatever, would you go and tell your boyfriend?
I don't know.
You see,
yeah.
Lydia is a red flag.
Whatever.
Honestly.
First of all, every time I see Zach, I'm like, hi Zach, I know you know everything.
Yeah.
I know everything about me. But it's fine, but I extend that grace. I don't want you to feel like, oh no, I didn't want Zach to know. Actually, everything I tell you, I expect that Zach knows, and that's not a problem.
Now this is the problem. If now
Zach is a big mouth, or he's like,
yeah,
see that's a
now
problem.
Because the man who you are telling is like you're not married to them, and then now you get a new boyfriend. Then now it's like.
Yeah. I feel like you have to assess who you're with. Because I know, because that can be a big issue if your man is not the person who keeps things. I feel like it's Joe, then Zach. That's the last stop though. I feel like I don't expect it to be anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that. I don't want you to hold that because I know it's exciting to tell your partner stuff.
So now he's probably there thinking, okay, she's a red flag. Why is she telling me Lydia's secrets?
Is that what you think he thinks?
No,
I don't think so. I feel like
this list.
Oh, that's what Lydia did.
Oh my God, no, she should just leave him. Honestly. But yeah, now can we know? Because if this list is saying that that's a red flag.
Maybe Kingbetweeners, you tell us, Kingbetweeners, is that a red flag? Do you want us to give you our friend's tea? Or do you believe that secrets should be people's secrets?
What makes things
the older I'm getting, though, the older I'm getting, the more I have a bit more discernment about what to say and what not to say. Just actually generally, I think I started a while ago, maybe 6-7 months ago. There's a way I'm positioning like what people tell me. It's like I'm just deciding, is this like worth sharing with somebody else?
Even how you tell another friend.
Yeah, there's something. There's a way and I like it. It's like, I know this could be shareable. This I feel it can't.
Especially if it's something which would humiliate the other person.
Yeah, or the way you told me about it. There's some things I just feel like, no, that was sacred and it needs to just remain that way.
Also, if you're in a relationship, it's not like now you've been dating this guy 1 month and then now he already knows the whole group chats.
No, you shouldn't.
Stuff,
Yeah,
kind of
that's something that builds. Also, you see, is this the person who's going to go and tell everyone? That, you need to assess that a bit more before you start telling everything. And like now, we are on social media. It's like, I tell what is going on in your life is like
they have ammo. They have ammo. Yeah, exactly.
You can't just be
Okay, so that one we don't agree with.
Okay, yeah, we need to wrap up actually. Guys, lately we're talking so much. She's passive aggressive. Definitely you who's being tagged. Instead of addressing issues with you, she finds other ways to let you know. She's petty, passive aggressive and anything but direct about how she feels. She's just handed you a red flag that you shouldn't ignore. Does she post a vague status on social media for attention or to get people to take sides rather than talk to you about it? Does she go around slamming cabinet doors? That reminds me of the reel that Shiv and Mr. Masood did, like banging the doors after she said she's okay.
Everyone, let me tell you, this one, everyone is a little
relaxed,
passive aggressive.
Than telling you she's angry. Even worse, does she cry and say nothing is wrong when you know she's upset, you're in red flag territory, my friend. I think passive aggressive it's a defense mechanism. I'm not excusing it. It's a defense mechanism for avoiding vulnerability. If someone hurts my feelings, I don't want to be vulnerable with them again to tell them. I felt embarrassed and shamed and and hurt. That takes vulnerability. So it's always easier for me to just like be like, yeah, no, it's fine, because I'm trying to protect myself. But honestly, healthy relationship require vulnerability. The steps which I was taking were, I don't want to talk about this right now, or respecting somebody who says they don't want to talk about it right now, and then be able to talk about it, as opposed to, we clearly know there's an issue. Something happened. I have no idea what it is. And now here we are. You're crying, but apparently it's just for fun.
But what
it's just
what
your
I
hobby.
wonder is like, men, as in, sometimes they can, like, obviously you were there when you were saying something which was going to hurt me. Obviously you know that when you came home late after saying that you were going to come home early, you thought you must know that I was going to be upset. So for me, it's more like I have to have lived through the hurt, and now I have to verbally tell you.
And that's annoying.
Again. It's really
so sometimes
annoying.
It's easier for me to just slam shut the car door right near your face.
Me, one of my favorite ones to do of being passive aggressive is like, if we're and here's maybe a tip for you, is like, if we are going to somewhere, he'll think that we are going in the same car, but I'll just take my car keys and then just drive there myself. And he hates that so much.
That's passive aggressive.
Yeah.
I definitely can be passive aggressive as well, because I don't want to be vulnerable again.
Yeah, and
I don't want to go and now make myself small again to tell you, oh, you hurt me or whatever.
Especially if you're in a healthy relationship, then at least you know that when you're vulnerable, they're going to meet you at that place and be like, oh, I'm so sorry that I hurt you. I didn't mean to.
But guess, even when you know that, it's still...
Other times, if you know they're going to be like, seriously, that's what's making you upset.
Whoa.
Honestly.
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
That's a major red flag.
Minimize or invalidate whatever it is you're telling them. It's like, even if I don't think it's something worth getting upset over, if they are upset, it's valid.
It's valid.
That's
it's
all
worth
that
being upset about. Yeah.
Really,
I feel like a lot of people, most of us do passive aggressive things.
Yeah.
We should stop, guys. See,
No. May can't commit to that. I'm definitely not stopping. And then also, it depends also how long it lasts. Because it shouldn't last so long. Like a day or two.
A day or two of passive aggressive.
That one is fine. But if it's like so long, say in a bow.
Yeah. The more I'm comfortable in my own emotions and my vulnerability, the less I do that.
Yeah.
So maybe it will kind of take itself out.
Yeah. Plus,
naturally.
Also, funny thing is, when you're being passive aggressive, it's like you're trying to prove a point, but even you yourself, you're upsetting yourself. Because really, when I drive my own car there, I'm just there like,
first of all, you're
I don't want to have to drive. I don't want to have to drive, but now I have to keep on with it because I'm trying to prove the point. Now, look. Who's upset?
Come on, guys.
Yeah,
we can at least do better.
Yeah,
we can at least do better.
We can do better. Okay, my last one is women who don't reciprocate. So Valentine's Day, it's you doing everything for her. Your anniversary, it's you doing everything for her. Her birthday, you are going above and beyond. You've taken her to Bali. You've taken her to Thailand. Your birthday, oh, happy birthday, babe. There's no reciprocation.
No way.
Yeah, and
that could be an effort as well. Like, he's always the one who's initiating texts. I personally feel, I don't know if this is a red flag, but when a guy starts talking to me, I feel like the first maybe a month or two, you're doing most of the legwork.
You should be.
Actually, if not all.
Yeah.
Then eventually it's like, oh, okay, now I see you.
Exactly. But in relationships, and that's why I'm always so wary of these like social media kind of like lifestyle, the ones which is just like, oh my God, my man is always spoiling me this after this after this. It's always he's spoiling you. I'm just like, even you at some point, like one thing you can even think, let me buy something for him, or let me, even if it's not in a material possession kind of way, it could just be like going above and beyond to do something that makes him feel special, like cooking his favorite meal, or like, I don't know, give him a massage at the end of the day, helping him with work, things like that. So it's not always
reciprocity
one-sided.
is a bare minimum.
Exactly.
Like literally, I'm showing up. Your job is to kind of also show up for me as well. Yeah, that's a bare minimum.
In sex.
Huh? Oh my God. So many people have switched off.
Yeah. Ooh.
He's the only one.
Come back.
He is literally sweating like a dog.
Yes.
And you.
Yeah.
He
has been pumping for the past 1.5 hours. The man he's having muscle spasms as we are speaking. Please, we are begging you.
But those
please.
pumping though.
I know, but like, let's do something. And honestly, I feel like there are times it doesn't always have to be like it's 50-50. It's like sometimes it's like, I'm tired and you're the one who wanted to have sex, you're gonna put in all the work. Other times,
sometimes,
but other times it can't be like that all the time. Other times it's like, okay, it's mostly me. I'm gonna be on top the whole time. Only if it lasts 8 minutes. If it's longer than that, I'm sorry, sir.
God, I think I might have been a bit. I think I'm tagged.
Oh, you are starfish.
Not starfish. Never. God could never. But it's just like it's like, yeah.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes even when I'm on top, it's like I'm on top, but I'm not really doing the work. I'm waiting to be
there.
bounced. I'm waiting to be bounced.
Yeah, I'm here for participation award alone.
Exactly. And did we achieve? Were we present?
We were.
Were we naked?
We were there.
Thank you. That's all. Yeah, but let's be reciprocal, guys. That's the word. Let's be reciprocal.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do my last one. Well, there's actually what you should do in them. Or I think you've said something close to that.
And a lot of these red flags, by the way, they go for both men and women.
Yeah.
But at least we're trying to help you guys.
She runs hot and cold. Inconsistency in a woman is yet another red flag. Key red flag, by the way. If she runs hot and cold, you find yourself in an on again, off again relationship. You've got to ask yourself, why are you seeing this red flag and not running from it? This isn't a healthy relationship. If she's not sure about you, let her go. Figure it out alone, not drag you through the ups and downs, deciding if she wants to be with you or not. Her inconsistency should not be your problem. So why are you making it your problem? Also, she's all drama.
Yeah, that one for all drama, Kwanzaa. That one, I feel it. Yeah, women who are all drama, it's not
constantly
giving.
like looking for
if you're
fights
above
and
30
stuff.
especially.
Yeah. I feel like inconsistency is where 100% there is no communication. I pride myself in being clear with anyone about what's happening with them or what my intentions are or where my headspace is, so you know. But the inconsistency is just like, it's like somebody who you have someone who you really want over here, so you don't want to let go of this one. So it's like you are pinging and ponging with this one because really the person who you want isn't sure of you. So then this person is kind of like, oh, this one has upset me. Oh, babe, how are you?
Isn't that the messy in between?
Oh, that's a law. I
feel like it's the messy in between, but I also feel like the other person now has the power to be able to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, exactly. Because also
that behavior isn't okay though.
Yeah, it's not
even
okay.
If it's up to them to decide. I feel like that's not okay, because no, you shouldn't be that to someone too. And sometimes with this inconsistency that you're not sure what's going on, it leaves the other person confused even before you figure out like what. So
mismatched expectations. It's like I expect, and I know people, especially if you're in that in-between phase of like you're dating but you're not dating, you're together but you're not together, it's awkward because you don't want to seem like you're trying to push for more than where you've been placed. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's nonsense.
Ooh, yeah.
I feel like that's total nonsense. In 2023, it's like we're gonna vibe. It's like you give someone room to fill you out as well, and men maybe don't know as quick as we do, whereas most of like women, it's just like, oh, this could be a guy. Like sometimes it's quite fast, but maybe men not. But there's a period it comes that, are you gonna be waiting Jane forever, waiting to be decided? You know
why I disagree with that. It's like you, for example, in this period, you're open. You are left, right, and center telling men you don't want to date.
Relax.
This is all I'm saying.
Is this going
so
on?
Now imagine a man saying, because maybe you are intimate with him, but you keep telling him you don't want to date him. It's almost like to someone else's interpretation, that's being hot and cold, because like it feels hot when we're having sex, but when I tell you I'm really enjoying this, I want to be in a relationship with you, you're saying no. So.
No, but guess what? The us having great amazing sex together, that's a thing. It's not like it's either 0, we are friends and I'm only rubbing your shoulder, or we are married. You know, it's like there's an in-between that's actually a valid place to be, because there's other people, even other men, who are happy with that in-between. So it's just a matter of this isn't long-term.
And
but if it isn't long-term,
that's why it's about
and
that's why it's about the expectations. Because to some people, they're like, they wouldn't understand, why are you so comfortable spending nights at my house, or, you know, leaving your toothbrush in my house or whatever. When I ask you to be my girlfriend, you're saying no. You see?
Yeah, actually, I don't leave toothbrush. Relax.
Oh,
God, always jumping into conclusions. Always jumping into conclusions.
A panty?
Huh?
A panty?
No, take your stuff to your house. Now, the second you start leaving things, you're getting in a relationship, guys.
You're right.
Now it's a drawer.
Even can you leave
now it's a
porch,
drawer.
a little porch?
No.
You know, like when you showed us on your stories at my essentials bag, I was like,
no, that was genuinely for freshening up, not for...
Yeah, of course. You need to freshen up. No, it's okay, sweetie. I know you need to freshen up. We all know.
Yeah, but I think it's good to be clear. And and you, who's someone has been clear to, it's up to you to make the decision of what you want. Because otherwise, it's gonna be a problem. And
Yeah,
even
it's
for
gonna
me,
be an
like
issue.
I might be the person who's just like, oh my God, I'm really vibing him.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, you know, what's happening here? And it's just like, right now he's not ready for a relationship. That's my job.
So confirm where you are.
Yeah, confirm where you are, and then it's up to you to decide if that's where you want to be.
And then don't try to change them. You know, we've already been told that's a red flag.
If they don't want to be in a committed relationship, leave them.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay, those are many.
And
I've been tagged at too many guys.
In fact, I felt now at some point I was like, why am I defending why are we defending all women? Because I'm just like, damn.
Wow. But those ones are serious. And I feel like because it's always seeming like it's men who are always the bad ones in Nini, women get away with murder.
A lot.
Murder.
And many times men are not going to be open enough or even be able to communicate in a way like to be able to tell you actually you have been
so then they get through a lot.
Behaviors.
There's a thing that was going on, like a guy was being abused by his girlfriend. This is clearly abuse, and it's just being taken as a joke. Like all of the comments, I don't want to be mentioning names here, but Nas, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah,
that's horrible.
Like literally, like blood was everywhere, and I don't know the story, so I'm not saying that's exactly what happened. Yeah, and he's saying this is something that's been consistently happening down in the comments. Just I'm just like, this is
so toxic,
unacceptable.
Because
this is
everyone
crazy.
Now, of course, that's the reason why so many men who are struggling under abusive partners will never come and say, because everyone will be like, what kind of a man are you? How can you be being beaten by a woman? Seriously?
No, like, you know, so because men are always seem to be the bad ones, women get away with murder. And I think it's good for us to also show up in the best healthy ways in relationships, because it's not just about is a man being good. Are you? Are you being a good woman? Are you being somebody who's like good to love and kind and warm to be around? Because that's what makes a relationship. You come as a good egg, I come as a good egg, and here we are. Because even if your man is good and you are a rotten egg, it's still a shitty omelette.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, me, I'm so happy that I've already been married. Wow. Yeah. But I owe it to my husband to work on
and
those
also
things
sustaining marriages. Divorce is a thing. It is a thing. But sustaining happy, healthy relationship takes a lot of work, self-introspection, and no one is perfect.
Yeah,
but even the awareness initially to know that, you know what, I could be kinder. Yeah. I could show up in a better way. Yeah. It's something.
I think it's something. We really encourage you, as you have watched this episode, if you have been tagged as many times as we have been tagged, or even if you've been tagged in one, let us know what you're going to be doing for you to at least address some of these things so that we can all be better people.
Yeah. I think so. I'm doing my best to be more in my body, because the more you're in your body, the more you're sending your own emotions, you tend to be more respectful of other people
in their body.
Yeah,
you're
like,
right.
You can be who you are, because I'm okay with.
And when you think of how important it is to you to be allowed to be yourself,
and you're constantly interrupting somebody else being that way,
then now you realize that you can't keep doing that.
Anyway, guys, therapy. We're going to therapy. Check out the therapist contact list.
All the people are always in our comments saying TMI is my therapy. No,
we're not.
We're not.
Don't go telling people that you're in therapy.
No.
Nope.
This is more because in therapy, it's supposed to be you talking to the therapist. Yeah. We can't be your therapist if we are not even hearing you.
Other things can't bring therapeutic feelings. Like the other day when we did painting at Tana's, I thought that was therapeutic, but not therapy. You're not going to therapy. Please get a therapist. Look through them. But sweetie. Guys, this year we're trying to do the best we can to be better people, right? So if you've been tagged, do your best to be better. Subscribe to TMI. That's part of being better. Honestly, that's a red flag.
Let me tell you, if a woman is not subscribed to TMI, that's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
Don't date that one.
Change that red flag, guys. Follow us on all our socials, TMI Podcast KE, Lydia KM, Murugi Munyi, and we're gonna see you in the next episode. Bye.